Good morning. Uh, I, fuck. Oh my god. I'm not good at recording videos. Good morning, everybody. Today is Sunday. I am about to go into the shop right now because today, obviously you can see, I've got the wing on already, so I'll be showing that a little bit more. But I'm cleaning my spark plugs and I am doing a compression test today, thanks to one of my rotary friends, Chris Spalding. He loaned me his compression tester so I can check the health of the engine, because I'm at 162,000 miles. I just broke 162 last night, and I have no idea what damage may have been done to the engine running it about 6 or 7 months, 6 or 7,000 miles on a vacuum leak and a bad MAF sensor. I'm really hoping and praying that the issue that I'm experiencing with my idle is something related to the spark plugs being fouled. The reason why I think that is, obviously running that long with a vacuum leak, the engine was compensating with more fuel, so it was adding a lot more fuel when it shouldn't have been adding more fuel, just to compensate for the amount of air it was seeing. Once I finally got the vacuum leak fixed, thanks to my buddy Mitchell, the car ran okay, but the MAF sensor went bad pretty fast after that. So I'm gonna be checking that out, and we're just gonna hope that the spark plugs are fouled. If they're bad, I'll replace them, which is at 23,000 miles in the engine, and I replaced the spark plugs as soon as I got the car. So the spark plugs are at about 22,000 miles, I guess, because I didn't replace them until after the break-in was done. Whenever I first tested the engine, I was at like 5,000 miles, and we're sitting at 23,000, and so my numbers originally were 8.6, 8.3, and 8.3 on the front rotor. On the rear rotor was 8.9, 9.1, 8.5. So I've got a pretty big gap between 8.3 and 9.1, and I don't know if that may have like leveled out at all. I'm just really hoping that there's not an excessive amount of carbon on the spark plugs. I mean, I am and I'm not, because if it is carbon on the spark plugs, then I can clean that. I've got carb cleaner and I've got wire brushes. I can clean the spark plugs today. And I'm realizing now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, waiting to go into the shop because the cleaning crew is in there and I don't want to pull my car in while they're working on the floor in the shop. I'm just really nervous, because I'm really hoping that there's no insignificant numbers on this compression test. I'm hoping I'm still really high up there, because 20,000 miles, I mean, you wouldn't think that it would be that bad. But we'll see. I'm just out here playing the waiting game, because I'm gonna pull into the shop, and I'm gonna have to drive the car again and get it hot so I can do the compression test, because I don't wanna. If I run the car in the shop, I'm gonna set off the smog alarm, the CO2 alarm. I can't. I let this thing sit in the shop for more than like 5 minutes running, and it'll set the alarm off, and it'll call the fire department. It does it automatically if there's too much CO2 in the shop. So I gotta play my cards right. I gotta be safe about it. So we'll get into the shop here in just a few minutes, but for right now I'm just fucking chilling. Just chilling like a villain. How have y'all been? You been doing good? I'm doing fine. I've got a wing now. Doesn't that thing look fucking magical? It looks great. I don't give a shit if someone says it's ricey. I can notice a difference. I haven't reinforced the trunk yet, and I need to change the angle of aggression on that shit, because it's like fucking vertical. But it looks really good. It looks very good. I'm bored. This is my natural environment. You're not seeing any fakeness right now. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. I'm gonna get to the shop. Fuck it. I'm realizing now that I haven't really shown off the interior all. Check this out. Got the Auto EXE steering wheel. looks very good. The car's very dirty right now. It's like there's schmoo everywhere. There's the seats. I still haven't finished this seat. I've still got the rear bezels sitting in the trunk and I have not put them in yet. I've got my painted A-pillars. I've got the painted trim on the side. God, this is so dusty. I need to get this car detailed. I want to replace this airbag with one of the MX-5 ones so it has the black trim. I don't want to try wrapping that because I suck at wrapping things. But I want to put one of the MX-5 airbags in it so that my wheel's all blacked out. I tried it with a CX-7 airbag and it didn't work. A couple things that really bother me about the interior while I've got y'all here. A custom cracked dashboard, don't need to worry about that. But the vent right here, ever since I got it, it's been melted. I don't know how it melted. This one's fine, but that little adjuster right there is melted. And then on this center console trim, whenever the previous owner did the install for the Bluetooth head unit, he scratched the hell out of the trim on each side. So that's all messed up. The handbrake has a couple chips out of the handle. And then on this radio, I've got this like gap up here where the radio is not secured right, and it forces my my door right here. Like it's supposed to be like that, and the radio is supposed to be pushed up like that, but it sags. And if I move this door after pushing it up, it like creates this gap. So you can just move the entire radio in the, like, I feel like if I got in an accident it would lurch out at me and kill me, which, you know, may happen. Got coins. Nothing's done to the rear. See the wing right there? I'm really stretching for fucking content right now. I'm very bored. So we've got the 8 in the shop now. Just gotta get it racked, which is usually very fun with how low this car is. I don't even know if I can really get this. I think that's on. I think, maybe. Yeah, we're good. So before I go too much further into this, I want to show a couple things off. First and foremost, give me a moment. In terms of the view here, you can see down there I've already got the eccentric shaft sensor disconnected. If we look up here at the fuel relay, that's already been removed. It's sitting right here. So now the engine is no longer receiving fuel from the fuel pump, and now, because you unplugged the eccentric shaft sensor, it is no longer creating sparks, so you're not sparking the engine dry. So whenever you do this compression test, I always advise, always advise, of course, disconnecting the fuel pump is required, but also removing the eccentric shaft position sensor's plug to make sure that there is no ignition, because sparking dry, it's not, I don't know if it would actually cause any damage, but it certainly can't be good. Plus, if any fuel vapor gets out of the engine, you never want to try and risk having anything ambient in the air, fuel vapor, ignite in the engine bay. So, just peace of mind, always disconnect it for safety reasons. Look over here, you can see my brake fluid is dazzlingly dark. I really need to do a brake flush badly. What's all this? What's all this? What is that? What is this? What's going on here? That wasn't always there. This is green schmoo. Is there anything up there? No? Is it coolant? Is it? What is it? You can see my Koyorad radiator. You can see that right there. Big old thick 48mm radiator. So I absolutely love that thing. Keeps the temperatures on this engine down. So when performing the compression test, obviously I drove this car around, I warmed it up and pulled it back into the shop. And we're going to be taking off this wheel right here, the front driver's side wheel. And then you're going to have access, if you look in there, to your, you can see them back there, all the way back there, the spark plugs. And that is where you're going to perform your compression test. So let's get to it. Now we've got the 8 up in the air. Got the wheel off, and as we look in here, we have access to, there usually be a little cover there, but this car's old, the spark plug leads. see them down there. We're going to be using a 5/8 inch, 3, I don't know, double extension, swivel extension to get the spark plugs out. You just pop the little leads off and screw them out. So let's see what state these spark plugs are in. After getting these loose with the ratchet, you're able to get these out with your fingers. And holy shit. Yeah, that's bad. Oh my god. That is horrendous. I don't even know if I can clean these. I'm scared to look at the rest. So unfortunately, I gawked too long at the state of the plugs. And now the car's too cool for me to do the compression test, so I had to put these back in, go on another drive, get it back in, and then do the test. But I just wanted to show, I've cleaned them off a little bit. It's not a whole lot, but they definitely looked pretty bad. Now, I'm not completely versed in exactly what the plug should look like, but I know that 20,000 miles is a very hard and long life for spark plugs on an Rx8. So I'm going to get me another set and install them. But in the meantime, show you all in there. You can see cool little view here. See the little apex seal right there. It looks hardy, it looks intact, so that's always a good thing, but that rotor looks kind of carbony. So as soon as I get these plugs back in, I'm going to go on a quick spirited drive, and then we'll come back and do the test. So I was right, the check engine light did come on, but I have been driving this thing and it feels stellar after cleaning those spark plugs. It feels great. Like the idle, I can't even feel. It's rock solid. So I'm gonna hope and pray when I get back there. I mean, all these indications plus the hot start still being great tell me that the car's still working good. So I just did the compression test and it did not give me the answer I was wanting. It says that the engine is failing. It has 23,000 miles on it. Whenever I did my first test at 5,000 miles, I had 8.6 to 9.1 bar. Now I have 6.0 to 6.7 bar. Obviously various readings in between, 3 pulses per rotor, but that's my window. That's where this car is at 20,000 miles. I picked up spare housings for this exact reason, and assuming that one day I was going to have to eventually rebuild this thing, but I was not expecting it to be this quick at all. So we'll see exactly how long this engine lasts. Maybe this tester is wonky, but it's a rotary compression tester and it's pretty much brand new. It's, like I said, it belongs to my friend Chris, and get on there, you bastard. What the hell? There we go. It belongs to my friend Chris, and I'm led to believe this thing works perfectly fine. I messaged a couple of my buddies who are in our little group chat for Huntsville, and they told me that they were wanting to test their own cars to make sure that tester's working correctly and that I haven't made some mistake somewhere. But if it is the case that this engine is in fact already going bad, I'm understandably upset, because these second gen Rx8s are supposed to be better than this. They're supposed to last longer than this. They're supposed to be more iron solid than this. The car's been working perfectly fine. Not a single issue at all. It hot starts on a dime. I don't know. This wasn't the happy ending I was wanting. Now, in the event that I do have to get the car rebuilt, I may. At this mileage, though, it seems ridiculous that I would have to, but we'll see. Maybe the car is fine. Maybe the compression tester is a little wonky and I didn't do the test right somehow, but we'll see. We'll just have to wait and see. Well, we're out of the shop now. I'm outside. I've got the PCM reset, and so maybe that'll affect the car running with the new MAF sensor. I'm really gonna bank on the idea that maybe running so rich and so lean at the same time, plus with a bad MAF sensor, plus with all the oil I have it inject, it may just be super carboned up. So I'm not gonna run premix for a while, and I mean a while. I'm gonna be driving the hell out of this thing, and we're gonna see if by chance it cleans up. I'm about to head over to the downtown area to go do a photo shoot with my buddy Nick, talk to him for a little while, take some cool pictures, and we're gonna keep our fingers crossed. Excuse you. I'm trying to film here. Get out of the shot. Pigeon. Pigeon. Pigeon, get back here. That's right, you better run. Bitch. It really is a nice afternoon. It's not quite golden hour yet, but we're getting there. Taking a couple photos. I'm still waiting on Nick to get here, but you cannot deny that car looks really good. Damn. I think I hear him coming. What the hell? Is that a hawk? Lost a ton of feathers? Hello? Hawk? Cacaw? Hawk? Oh, there he is. What up, man? Big boy. Big boy. Look at him. Nick. Nick, there's a hawk. Nick. Come on, man. It's windy and it's like 28 degrees outside. Let's get on with it. Nick. Hey! Hey! Dubs. DeSaro.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. I'm sorry it's dirty.
Cool.
Oh, hello there. Oh, I'm here.
I was like, where'd you go?
I was looking at fire. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay. On the top deck filming and waiting for you to come, and I witnessed a hawk whack itself against the parking garage and lose like a quarter of its feathers. The bird exploded. Like it just full wide. How far back do I gotta go for this? Oh, pretty damn far back. Yeah. Oh God, there's a man there. Hello. What? Hello, sir. Sir? Sir? Fuck, I'm in the way.
Dude, so I went shooting with my roommate, his friend, right?
Yeah.
And I was in the stall.
Yeah.
And I was looking at him. He goes, "Don't panic." And I'm like, "Huh?" He goes, "Don't panic." I'm like, "Huh?" And then I turn around and I shot the target, right?
Yeah.
But it's one of the the dudes, like the dude target,
Yeah.
the black silhouette.
Yeah.
I shot through his arm. And he was like, "Bro, what happened?"
How did you do that?
Yeah. I'm a man of skill, apparently.
Yeah, bad engine. Yeah. Moved up to the top deck now. $100,000 Audi over there. What'd you say that Audi was, Nick? RS6 Avant. God damn.
What you working with over here, Daddy?
It actually is fucking freezing out here right now.
It is
It's fucking cold.
ice ass cold. My hands, I can't feel my hands. If they get frostbitten, well, that's gonna suck because I won't have fingers. And yeah, could always be worse.
It could be worse.
I could be living in Russia or Alaska.
Yeah.
or
Also, this is cold for Alabama, though.
the Antarctic.
I don't want to live there.
I want to live there.
Why do you want to live there?
Away from all the humans.
Oh, that's fair. Now, a question I do need to ask, because obviously we're here and it's been a topic of conversation all day, the whole rotary thing. Where's your RX-7? Is it on the way yet?
It is. It's supposed to be on its way.
Fuck yeah.
That might be
Delayed.
it might be delayed.
Damn.
A little bit longer than I thought.
We'll get there. Do I need to take that air freshener out? It's fucking grooving in there. No? Look at it go. Look at it go. Oh! God.
Well, that wasn't the exposure I wanted.
Oh dear.
Football stinking trash. I don't like football.
My friends are trying to get me into it. I haven't gotten there yet, you know what I mean? Don't do it. They try to get me to fantasy too, and I'm like, no.
So they call it fantasy for a reason.
Yeah. I'm just not feeling it. The sun is bright. Look at that. Look at that. Warming the earth.
No, it's not. I'm cold.
Yeah, you're right. My nose is running. So we just finished filming. Nick's putting his equipment back in his car. Look at the man, the myth, the legend. We're gonna go get some Ichiban. That's some Japanese hibachi, and then he'll hopefully have the photos over to me tonight. The car's running fine, of course. Oh, that's not reverse. It's been a hell of a long day, but my plan of attack for these supposed compression numbers is because I have to trust that tester. I have to. It is designed. It was a rotary compressiontester.com tester. And so it's not questionable. I have to believe it. And so I'm going to not premix the car based on the condition of the spark plugs that I saw. There's a very, very likely chance that running with a vacuum leak, like I suspected, is what is causing these compression issues that I have yet to experience. I'm not having any signs that the car has bad compression. It hot starts wonderfully, beautifully. But I'm going to assume the tester doesn't lie, because rotary people around the world swear by them. Honestly, it's an S2. I can go without premixing. So I'm not premixing anymore, at least not for a long, long time. I'm going to drive the hell out of that car until I know that it's working well again. Now, the idle's been fantastic. It has not had a single issue ever since I did the PCM reset, and obviously it's got the new MAF sensor and no vacuum leak now. And we're going to hope and pray that the compression fixes itself. It is 28 degrees right now, so the camera might be a little bit shaky because I am very cold. I've only got a sweater on and sweatpants. So I will keep y'all updated. Keep your fingers crossed that little baby R3 over here gets healthy again. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. I don't know what people say for their outros. I'll talk to y'all later. I'm fucking cold. Bye.